So, hello everyone, and welcome to today's word for today. Um, you can say hello, you can say hi, just the same way that I'm saying hi to you. Hope you're having a very lovely day. Today, I would like to share something from the Bible. Um, Something from the Bible, of course. I'd like to share something from the Bible. I'm reading from somewhere from the book of Proverbs, and today I'm reading from Proverbs. Actually, Proverbs is one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite. Um, it's one of my favorite. The book of Proverbs is one of my favorite Bible verses because it is one of the verses, one of the chapters of the Bible that I learned when I was very little, when I was about 11, 10, 11, and it has always been a favorite of mine till now. So I really like the book of Proverbs a lot. And yeah, so I would like to share something from the book of Proverbs. And I'd like to share something from the book of Proverbs. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. So I'll start from the 10th verse of Proverb. The 10th verse of Proverb, it says, Who can find a virtuous woman? Who can find a virtuous woman? So you see, when the Bible says, Who can find a virtuous woman? It's for her price, it says, her price is far above for her price is far above rubies. A virtuous woman is, according to the Bible, according to the Bible, a virtuous woman is a person who is very valuable and um, who is not easy to get. So, um, hello and welcome. So we're reading from the book of Proverbs, and we're talking about the virtuous woman. So she is easy. She's not easy to get, and she is very valuable. So that is a person that is a virtuous woman. Um, the Bible says that the heart of a husband is not trust in her. A virtuous woman is a very valuable person, and she is also a person who her husband can trust in her. The Bible says that the heart of her husband trusts in her, and she will do him good and not harm. Her husband thinks that she's valuable, and she's always there to help him. She's always there to do him good. She's always there to protect the interest of her husband, because she knows something. She knows that once she protects her husband, she's actually protecting herself. Once she protects the interest of her husband, she's protecting her own interest. So in the chapter 12, it says that she seeketh wool and flax, and she worketh willingly with her hands. So a virtuous woman is a person who is very hardworking. She is not lazy. She is not lazy. So she do things, and she will work with her hands, because she's not a lazy person. She's not afraid to work with her hands. She's not afraid to be a very hardworking person. And that is who a virtuous woman is. Okay. Something else about a virtuous woman. Something else about the proverb that one woman is that she rises at night. She rises by the at night. The Bible says, and she giveth meat to her household. So when it is very early, is when she wakes up. She doesn't wait until the whole house is awake before she wakes up. So she wakes up quite early before the house gets up, so that she can provide um, the routine for her household. She can provide food. She can provide schedules for yeah. So mother, you know that it's not really very easy every day to set the ball rolling for everyone in the house. But the woman who is virtuous, she knows that it is important for her to always set the ball rolling. And one best way for her to do that is that she will wake up in the morning, wake up very early in the morning to do this, because in the morning your mind is clear, and you have perhaps the most energy. So this woman, she knows that, and mornings are usually her one of the best times that she wakes up to one of the best times that she wakes up to set the schedule for her home. So that is one of the things that a virtuous woman does. Okay, now we've talked about how hardworking a virtuous woman is. She's very hardworking. She is not afraid to work with her hands. She likes to do things that are beneficial to her, and in the long run also beneficial to her family. Okay, she once that she starts to once that she starts to do all these hardworking things, once she realizes that something that she has done, something that she has set, a ball that she has set rolling is profitable, what she does is that she works at it. She works at that profitable thing. She carries she works at it. She knows that, oh, this thing, this business or this endeavor is profitable, so she just goes at it and she works at it. She does not stop, and she doesn't rely at her at her at her ideas or her hard work or something. So she just works at it, and she works at it when everyone whenever she has a chance to. The Bible talked about how she is very helpful to the poor. A virtuous woman is a person who likes to help people. If you look at the society, you would see that a lot of people need help. A lot of people are there are a lot of needy people around. So a virtuous woman, she opens her eyes, and everywhere around her, everywhere around her in her community, she sees people who are destitute, people who need help, people who desire, people who desire, you know, someone to help them. So a virtuous woman, she's always there to help those people. That's one of the things that she does. She helps people. Virtuous woman, she helps people. Yeah, she is not afraid. Now, um, because of the fact that she is always keeping her eyes and looking out for the ways of her household, when it snows, she's not afraid because she knows that her family is she knows that her family is protected. Her family is covered. Her family is well provided for. So if I just woman, she would do that. She knows that when it is snowing, her family are well clothed in warm clothing, and also when the weather becomes warm, say in terms of summer, in the hot weather, she provides adequate clothing for her family. She provides adequate clothing for her family. So she does that for her home. She does that for her home. She does that for her people because she's aware. She's always aware of what's going on with her family, of what's going on with her family because she's a person she's a woman have the who has the thoughts of her family um, at hand. Yeah. Now, something else. She is a person. We've talked about um, how how hardworking this virtuous woman is. She's a person who she's not afraid to do things, do businesses, or act on her ideas, business ideas, and expertise ideas to bring wealth to her family. That is someone that that is proactive and thoughtful and she's also very kind. She knows how to use a tongue to help her family. She knows how to use a tongue to help people. She's not someone who toss out or who use bad languages. She's a strong woman, yet she's also a very kind person. And she's also very A virtuous woman is a kind person. She is very, and she's also a very loyal person. Whenever she opens her mouth, it is always with wisdom. She's a wise woman. She is strong and she is very wise. She's strong and she's very wise. Okay, so now one of the things that women go through is that as they age, they see themselves as not as beautiful as they were when they were younger. But that is far from the truth, because you see, the way that a virtuous woman will value, should or will value beauty should be not in terms of physical beauty, but in the things that she has achieved, the love that she has given, the kindness that she's acted on, the people's lives that she has helped, the people's lives that she has built. So as a woman, as a virtuous woman, it really means that beauty is not something that beauty is not something that you think will fade away, but it's something that will grow. Will grow over time, because beauty is always in the heart, more in the heart. You're kind, you're loyal, you're strong in you from your heart. You are not a vain person. You're not a person who you're not a person who is selfish and thinks only about herself. You're a person who looks out for the ways of her family, for the ways of her household, for the ways of her household. You know, and yeah, that's all for today. And I wish you all a very lovely day. I'll catch you in another video. Bye for now.